Frazer Ray, DJ producer from Bournemouth, living in London. Got a single coming out on Locked On, doing a show at Phonica to kind of celebrate that. And I'm going through 5 of my prized records. All my records I just buy at like record shops, white label bins usually at the discount section. Been doing that since young, so I kind of picked out like 5 of my best little finds that I've done. Start off with this one. So this is Mad Skills, which is an Alias artwork. But yeah, this track Big Up on here, this is a track I've been playing since I started DJing.
Big up, big up, big up, big up. Watch out.
Just a crazy 2-step track with this mad sample over the top. But yeah, not many people know it's artwork. Yeah, it's a crazy, crazy tune. I hope that you think it's a crazy tune as well. Track number 2. I'm gonna give a huge shout out to Beefy on this one. And I don't know who Beefy is, but when I was living in Leeds, I used to live in Leeds for about 6 years. This random antique shop. I was going in there looking for a birthday present for my partner. And they just had all these records on the side. It just opened. And I just started going through, and there was all these white labels and a few garage records, and every single one of them had Beefy written on. There was no turntable to listen on, so I just bought loads at a whim. Bought maybe like 5, came back, and just basically bought as many as I could. And I don't know who this guy Beefy is, but he's got the sickest taste in garage music ever. So I've got about 30 of his records. So Beefy, if you're watching this, you're a legend, and I probably owe you a lot of money. But yeah, this one is one of my favorite records that I got in that batch. Released on the label called Confetti Records, a garage label from I think 97, 98. They've all got ridiculous names based on the Wacky Races characters, but it's just the most soulful, bumpy 4x4 garage tracks. They're so well produced, so vibey, and they're just not very well known. So yeah, this is a real gem of mine, and you can kind of see a lot of my records are like that. They are absolutely battered, but I like that. They kind of tell a story. I think every crackle tells a story in the life of the record, and that's really nice and cringy, isn't it? Yeah, cool. Sweet. Right, next record. This is by Dem 2, the track called Bad Girl. I love Todd Edwards. I'm a huge Todd Edwards fan, and I think this is them doing a little bit of a Todd Edwards vibe. It's just a beautiful 4/4 track, really soulful. No idea where the sample's from, but I think it's one of the best choppy garage records I've ever heard. Just like loads of different samples kind of cascading backwards and forwards. It's a nightmare to mix. It's one of the hardest records ever to mix. I don't know why, it just really, really is. I think just the way it progresses. If you listen to it on its own, it's just beautiful. So you might hear me struggle mixing this one at Phonica, so just give it time and hopefully enjoy it when it's fully in. All right, next record is, let's not fall out. This is a record called Boys Are Us, Singing in My Mind. Except it's not. It's not Boys Are Us Singing in My Mind. It's actually a bootleg of a record called All Massive by Tailspin. And it is my favorite speed garage track of all time. I heard it years and years ago when I was maybe like 21. Joy Orbison played it in a club. First time I'd ever heard speed garage. And it is just the craziest tune with the craziest bass. And I've never really heard anything else like it. And I've got the original pressing of All Massive, and it never leaves my house. It's just one of my prized possessions. So I ended up finding a bootleg in a record shop one day, and I had no idea where it was, just whacked it on, suddenly heard All Massive, along with a few other garage classics. So I've written myself a lovely little note so that I know where it is. And this has been to so many clubs with me, and you can just see just how battered this record is, but it's a classic, classic tune. All right, my final record is this track by EQ. It's like halfway between French house and speed garage, and a bit like techno as well. This is just my weapon that I always kind of bring out at like 2, 3 a.m. and it's just so euphoric, so vibey, and such energy. It's like, if you listen to this, I think you might be able to hear a lot of influence kind of in my own productions. Yeah, it's one of the few tracks that I buy which isn't a white label, but I don't know where I got this from. I don't know how it kind of found its way into me, but yeah, absolutely love this tune. I think that's me. Thanks for watching. My name is Frazer Ray. Yeah, you can listen to everything pressed right now on all streaming platforms. Big up, and hope you enjoyed the tunes.